Thank you to Cricut for sponsoring today's video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today I'm going to be sharing with you another Cricut video, and this one is actually going to be all about my Cricut Joy. Ever since I started doing projects on here, showing you guys basically how I decorate with my Cricut, how I make labels for organization, you guys were so interested and you wanted to know a lot more, and I wanted to answer the most popular question that I actually received in the comment section of those videos, and that was actually, what projects would I recommend for beginners? So a lot of you are kind of intimidated by working with something like this, and believe me, if I can do it, you definitely can, because these are really simple to use. The one that I love most of all, that I feel like is most user-friendly, is the Cricut Joy. I love how compact and small it is. Right now I have it in the carrying case, so it works perfect because all the pieces that I need, I kind of store right back here to do any of the projects, and then you just kind of unzip it right here in the front, and you get to take your machine right out and begin using and creating any of the projects you're going to be doing. So I compiled a little list here actually of the top projects that I wanted to share with you guys that I think would help if you are indeed a beginner and you're looking to purchase this machine and you kind of want to know where you should start off, what things you should begin with. And at the very end of this video, the very last project, I'm actually going to do a project with you guys here on camera. You're all about the fun DIYs that I share on here. Alright, so starting off with project number one that I suggest you trying out actually is the project that Cricut suggests to you when you receive your machine, and it's going to be a cardstock project. This is basically any type of cardstock paper you're going to be using, and you're going to do cutout of different designs. You can do different shapes like a heart, a football. So this is going to be the thing when you're going to first unbox your machine and you're trying it out. They'll give you a little sample of it and you kind of go ahead, click on it and select what you want to use. I will be inserting pictures here and video clips throughout the video of my actual screen so you guys can see visually exactly what I'm talking about. I personally am a very visual learner, so I thought it would be helpful for me to show each of the ones that I suggest that you kind of try out if you're a beginner to see exactly what it looks like and where you can find it when using the Cricut Design Space, which comes with every single Cricut machine that you use. You're going to register and use that. On to number two, which is actually a personal favorite of mine, and that is going to be labeling. If you love organizing your home, especially right now, the new year, fresh start, we're all about getting our homes tidy and order. So this is where the Cricut comes in handy, and it's absolutely perfect because you can customize your own labels. They're great because you're going to make them like stickers. Any area of your home that you're organizing, you could go ahead, type that right in, and then you'll go ahead and use your little Cricut Joy and it'll get printing and you could get to organizing your whole home. Number three, I'm going to talk a little bit more about Cricut Access because I think it is a great tool to utilize. This is going to come with your Cricut Design Space, but it is a fee that you will be paying monthly. A very small minimal fee, but I think it makes a world of a difference, especially if you are indeed a beginner, because these are going to have some sample projects for you already. What I like to do is I go right into Cricut Access, and then you can even type in there beginner. So all the beginner projects, things that are really simple and easy to do, will go ahead and auto-populate, and you could pick one to kind of try out and get your feet wet, get used to using the machines and things like that. This is a great way to go ahead and get started and not be too intimidating by taking on a more advanced type of project for yourself. What I love about Cricut Access, it also will tell you exactly what you need to create the project of your choice. You're going to go ahead and click on that and it will show exactly what you need to create this exact project. So it'll show whether you need vinyl, what type of vinyl, colors, even if you want to go for the exact look that it's suggesting. Now on to the next thing for beginners when it comes to doing your projects that I cannot recommend enough, and it goes alongside with the Cricut Joy, and that is going to be smart vinyl. This, you do not need to have a mat to basically go into the actual machine and have to worry about measuring everything precisely onto a mat, sticking it on, making sure the placement is perfect, inserting it into the machine to make sure it reads it properly and doing your projects. This smart vinyl automatically will read your project. You go ahead, put it right in, and it doesn't need a mat whatsoever. That has been a huge difference in doing these projects because sometimes I just want to do things that are quick and easy. Now on to our last thing. We're going to get started working on this little project, and a very simple one for you guys to do for beginners are name tags. We're always all about labeling things, especially if you're a busy mom like me. I love to have things with my kids' names on it. I know exactly which item goes to which child, detailed and it makes your life a lot easier. So I'm going to be making some labels here for these little cups like I mentioned for you guys. I'm going to be adding the girls' names on each of the sides, and then I'll kind of take you along through the process seeing exactly how I create name tags for a really quick project. And it works great because you could also, not only do you have to do names for this, but you could also do this way for your labels and things like that. I will say that this particular project is going to take you longer than if you were to do, let's say, sticker labels, but nonetheless, it still is very beginner friendly. So let's go ahead and get started.
Lonesome dripping, 'cause we're spending the night, and it feels alright, but it's over now. Time keeps slipping, with your skin next to mine, and your lips I can fight, but it's over now. You brought out the best in me, we had everything we needed. You put me aside and turn out the lights for no reason. Was it a make-believe, something you never needed? What was it all for? I don't know you anymore. We go back, we go back, we go back, we collide.
Alright you guys, so I hope you enjoyed watching today's video. I hope it was helpful for you, for those of you that are in the market for getting started on some DIY projects in your own home. Like I mentioned, whether it comes to decorating, organizing, labeling, all that fun stuff, there are tons of options for making family t-shirts and hats. There's so many, those are just to name a few. Be sure to thumbs up this video if you guys enjoyed watching. Consider hitting that subscribe button if you're new here. I would love to have you, and I will talk to you all in my next one. Bye!